Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. So Ethereum is currently trying to play out its inverse head and shoulders. That is a so-called, bullish reversal pattern that we talked about in recent days. And we already saw it as a chance to play out when we were up here. And it then indeed retraced as expected, retested after breakout of the channel, and moved indeed up. Yesterday I showed you here the descending trend line and said if we break above that trend line we could really reach that resistance area, and if we now break above the 1225 1226 level, then the inverse head and shoulders comes into play, and the next resistance would be here in the area around 1270 to 1290. This would not be target, this would just be resistance. In terms of target, we can take the height of the head, add it to the breakout point, and would actually give us around 1375, yeah? And we can also, if we look at the Elliott Wave count, where we said that this here was possibly a wave 1, we came down in 2, that this here was another 1-2 setup, which at the moment seems to be confirmed, that we are now in this wave 3 in blue, yeah? The movement of the price actually confirms that further, because it is moving up quite strongly, that this is a wave 3, and all we need to do is to break out of this resistance, right? If we take a look at target for the blue wave 3, and we take the length of the wave 1, add it to the low of the wave 2, and the target would be 1274. It takes us exactly into this resistance, okay? And if we then look at the target, so this would be the target for the blue wave 3. Of course, then we'll have a blue wave 4 and a blue wave 5 to finish off the yellow wave 3. The yellow wave 3 is this one here. So basically that we have wave 1, 2, 3 in yellow. And in the wave 3 in yellow, we obviously have 5 subwaves. And the blue count is basically the subwave structure of the yellow wave 3. So we now take the target for the wave 3 in yellow, take the height of the wave 1, and target here would be 1316. So that's a bit lower. That's a bit lower than, for example, the target for the head and shoulders. But this is sort of what I would go with, 1315 for the yellow wave 3. But this is only the yellow wave 3. We also have obviously the blue wave, the yellow wave 5. So it is the yellow wave 3, yellow wave 4, yellow wave 5. And this would probably go into the region of around $1,400. So it is very, very close to the head and shoulders target. So Ethereum at the moment at least tries to fulfill here its bullish potential that we identified, even if it is only short-term bullish. I had a few comments the last few days that I'm too bullish and always bullish. That's of course not true. In fact, for 90% of coins, I'm still looking for lower lows. But even Ethereum, we have to be skeptical. At the moment, I'm only looking at this in terms of a 5-wave move to the upside, which is sort of short-term bullish, but it would just be a white wave 4, which means a wave. So this move is basically an A, B, C structure, and the C wave consists of 5 waves, and the C wave would just be part of a corrective wave structure, wave 4, which would result in another wave down, possibly to $1,000 or maybe even a new low, okay? So be aware of that. This is not necessarily a breakout pattern, but it's short-term bullish. And of course, we're now stuck below resistance, so we need to break above that to play it out. So Ethereum is now in a situation where it really needs to break through here. If it doesn't, then all we have here is basically 3 waves up. Yeah. If it can't push through here, and if it then comes down now, yeah, it needs to hold. It needs to hold the 1180 level. It needs to hold that 1180 level. And if it comes down much stronger, basically the last resort for the bulls here is the 1106 level. If it goes below 1106, then I think we're going to see a new low here. But at the moment it looks okay. Yeah, it looks interesting. Broke out of that descending trend line and is currently consolidating, yeah, in a rather bullish way. Yeah, it's just consolidating, it's holding, yeah. And it might very well in the next few hours break through here. That would be interesting. So we'll see. A rather bearish sign would be if we break to the break below the previous swing lows here at 12.15, and then also break below 11.95, the previous swing low here. But yeah, currently looks interesting, so let's see. I keep you updated. Hope you like the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.